Hello everybody, my name is Green Inferno, and welcome back to another episode of Dead Silence. Today we'll be talking about a Minecraft entity, a myth, a legend, whatever you wish to call it. This entity is based off of another entity which we'll be touching on in a different video. However, today we'll be talking about this entity, another entity, and 3 a.m. in Minecraft. Now, I already did a video on Minecraft at 3 a.m. and a few strange things happened, but I never really told you the story of why Minecraft at 3 a.m. is so popular. First, we need to get into the two entities. The first entity that we will be starting to talk about a little bit. It's not the main focus of today's video, but it is part of it. And that entity is Lick. Now, Lick is a very mysterious entity that we don't know very much about. I will go more into detail about him in a different video. But basically, Lick is an entity that will spawn on the 666 seed and place crosses in your world. This has something to do with the summoning of Null, the other entity. Now, why it's so important to play this at 3 a.m. is because 3 a.m. is known as the witching hour. Now, the witching hour is the time where demons, ghosts, and, well, other terrifying things are at their most powerful. So that is why it must be played at 3 a.m. Now, I'm recording this video at about 12 a.m., so it is not 3 a.m., which means hopefully nothing will happen during this video. Now, the story of Null goes back to the alpha and beta versions of Minecraft. This comes from a player on Reddit. The player's name is unknown, but here's the story. I was playing in my Minecraft survival world back in the early beta versions of Minecraft. Now, this was before you were able to switch back to old versions. I can't remember if it was the 1.2 or 1.3 version of Minecraft that I was currently on. But this is when Herobrine began to really become popular. This is when Herobrine shut up and everyone knew who he was and knew if, he was real or not. My friend began telling me all of these stories. I personally didn't believe any of them. I just believed Minecraft was a kind and amazing game. I thought it was super fun to play, and I would often play it at home by myself. One day I was playing on my survival world, and I noticed something strange. Something standing by a tree watching me. But it wasn't harmful. It was just strange. It was an entity, a player, but its skin was all black with no eyes. I was very startled by this, but didn't think too much of it. However, after seeing this entity for multiple weeks, I decided to tell my friend about it. He told me that he had never heard of the entity before, but he said it sounded very similar to Herobrine and it might be another entity worth looking into. I blew him off as bullcrap, but I did take his words kind of more seriously. Now, a few months later, after constantly seeing this entity just watching me, the Minecraft 1.4 update came out, and so I updated to it. However, this was still before you could go back to the old versions, and I never saw the entity again. At least until the versions came out where you could go back to the old versions. So I went back to the old beta versions of Minecraft. And there was my world. My old survival world on the old beta versions. I was super excited, so I joined the world. But not everything was the same. Everything was glitchy. it was really strange. I found myself in a location I didn't recognize, and nearby was a cave with a sign in it. The sign said one word across it: Null, all lowercase. I had no idea what this meant, but moments later, Herobrine appeared at the bottom of the cave. He stared at me for a moment before disappearing, and my game crashed. I went back into my game, and there was my world, and threw it off as a bug. I had no idea what had just happened, and was slowly trying to process it, but I just couldn't. I went back into the game, and instead I found myself deep underground. I was near bedrock level, and strange messages began appearing in chat in Swedish. I used Google Translate to find out what it meant. It meant, "Help, Null is after me." I was very startled by this, but didn't really have any other choice. So I began running down this long 2x2 hallway that was dug underground, which I was standing in. After about 2 minutes, my game began glitching out, and the chat began typing faster and faster. Still the same message, saying, "Help, Null is after me." A few seconds passed, and my screen went black. After about a minute, I reappeared. I could see my skin again, and I was standing this time hundreds of blocks in the sky. I was standing on a bedrock, a single piece of bedrock, one below my feet and one above my head. I turned, and there he was. Not Null, but Herobrine. Herobrine was standing there, in the same position as I was, one piece of bedrock below his feet and one above his head. He began typing to me in chat, telling me all these things that I didn't really understand. He began telling me things like, "Null is going to take over Minecraft, and I'm here to help you." Now, from what I've heard, Herobrine was a menace, so I didn't really know what to think. However, he didn't really give me a chance to answer. He just told me simply that, and then my game crashed. When I went back in this time, my world was deleted. I decided never to play on those beta versions again, and I switched to the newest version of Minecraft. Thankfully, since then, I have never encountered Herobrine or Null again. And that is the story of Null. What do you guys think? Do you think Null is real? Do you think he really is in Minecraft? And do you think he has something to do with the 666 seed? Now, remember, this story is from the beta versions before the 666 seed was even a popular thing. And this was more likely to be on a random seed that Null was spotted. Do you think what this player is saying is true? Do you think he is lying? I would love to know your feedback. But that is the story of Null and how he came to be. Now, a few episodes from now, I will be talking about 3 a.m. and Lick, and then you will all understand the full story. But I think that's going to be it for now, everybody. Thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I spent a lot of time working on these videos. This one, I didn't have to spend as much work on, thankfully. I just needed to record my voice and tell you the story, which I found online. I'm sorry I couldn't use any actual pictures of Null, because they could be of copyright. But if you guys want to see what Null may look like, just look it up on the internet. You'll find it, especially on the Minecraft wiki. But once again, thank you all very much for watching. I really do truly appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share with those around you. You never know if Null is just hiding in that dark corner over there.